Hi everyone, my name's Miranda. Welcome to our Tuesday night Life Without Limits event. I'm really excited tonight to actually be hosting this event for the second time. Jackie is away tonight and can't make it, so I thought I would step up and host tonight, which I'm really excited about. We've got some people launching their businesses tonight. So Jim and Ash. So cool. You guys are launching a little bit later and we'll hear from you soon. And then we have Amanda, who is also relaunching her business tonight, which is also really cool. So I guess before we get started and go over our awesome product range, I just wanted to share a little bit of my journey and I guess the reason why I started nearly 2 years ago with the Juice Plus company. So I guess I was kind of at a place in my life where I knew that, my partner and he was pretty much just sick and tired of basically paying for everything for me. So I knew that it was a little bit rocky there and I kind of needed to step up and, I was 30, right? I had no savings, no anything. So I knew that it was time for me to really step up and contribute to the household more. So I kind of did the same as what you guys have done. I jumped on an event, checked it out, had a listen, got my questions answered. And nearly 2 years in, life is very, very different for us now. I'm still working full time, but my nice little side gig that I have has been able to, I've been able to save some money to contribute towards our first home, which we just purchased, which is very exciting. We've been able to pay off my car heaps sooner than we first had planned. My partner's got like so many bikes, it's ridiculous, and he's been able to finally also get ahead because he didn't have to pay for everything for me anymore, which has really taken the strain off our relationship, and we've been able to live, I guess, more carefree these days, which is something that I'm excited for the future, and we can really see where that can take us. But what I want to do with you guys now is go over our product range, really where this all starts. So what we've got here is our fruits, veg and berry range, our capsules. So these are really just 30 different varieties of fruits, veg and berries put into a vegan capsule, and the water and the sugar is extracted out. All of the produce is picked at its peak of ripeness. It's all top quality, farm fresh, and then it's just juiced and pulped and put into the vegan capsule. So it's super simple. I feel like nutrition should be as simple as that, and I need it to be with my busy lifestyle. It really has just brought my energy levels to an all-time high. I do a lot of activity during the week. I work full-time. I don't have kids yet, but I'm excited to know that I'm still going to have the energy to get through my day when I do start my family. But I think it's really just about Juice Plus nourishing our bodies from the inside out. When we're getting the goodness into our diet every single day, and really getting the color of the rainbow into our diets, it's amazing how great our bodies can really start to feel. I think too, like our Juice Plus range really stands, the test of time. It's been around for 25 plus years. It's had over 30 clinical studies done on the range now. Our event is going to breeze through pretty quickly tonight. We're going to just touch on a few things. So I'm definitely not going to go over the clinical studies or anything like that. But if you want to know more info, definitely reach out to the person that invited you. We can send some information through to you. We've also got a chewable version. So I'm actually addicted to these and I eat way too many of them. Our company is really, really generous. And they're so heart driven. But kids between the ages of 4 and 18 for up to 4 years can actually take part in a child's health study. So at the moment, there's over 2 million kids taking part. I know for me, I work at a dance studio with kids that are run down, fatigued, and sick all of the time. So I have, you know, really been able to help a lot of them get through their year of competitions and everything and feeling their best throughout the whole year. You know, kids are noticing less, you know, doctor visits, over-the-counter medication. I don't have kids yet myself, but I hear a lot of my friends say that they're actually, when our bodies get the goodness that it needs every day, we start to crave it. And the kids are also seeing that as well, which is really, really cool and lights me up that I get to help kids be healthier every day, because that's what it's all about, right? So there are three main products that we have. We've also got a fairly new addition, the Omega Blend. So Juice Plus did lots of research to sort of see what our customers were taking addition to Juice Plus, which was actually a fish oil or an omega supplement. I love the difference with ours though, is that it's actually all plant-based. So it's 100% plant-based. You don't get any of that yuck, fishy taste that I used to get with my old Omega blend, because it actually, they bypass the fish altogether and just go to the source of the algae. So I know for me, I'm generally pretty mean to my body. I play and train about 4 to 5 times a week netball. So it's been, I've definitely noticed some massive changes since I've been on the Omega Blend, and my friend Heidi is actually going to share her incredible story soon too. So that's our micronutrient sorted. We've also got some whole food powders, so a chocolate and a vanilla. 40 different plants in these, guys. These are pretty much my go-to. Sorry, I feel like the light is fading them. These are my go-to. So you can have them with almond milk or something, or just as a hot drink if you're at home. But these are kind of what I have on the run, just with water even. They taste that good. And this is kind of our macronutrient. So we've got both here. But yeah, so that pretty much covers off the program side. Something that I forgot to mention as well is that it's all safe for everyone. So a lot of my friends, we're all at the age, right, where we're 30, we're all having babies and starting our families, and it's awesome to know that I can actually help them with these products. Anyone can take them, which is awesome. We've also got a free program that's all online, and it comes absolutely free with any of the products that I just mentioned. It's packed full of recipe, workout guides, you know, whether you're beginner level or advanced, it really has something to cater for everyone. It's packed full of, you know, personal trainers, nutritionists, dietitians in there whenever we've got any questions to get any support. So yes, that is our products and our program tonight. I think, you know, where it really comes to life though is where we get to hear stories of people that have been on the products for a little while and what they've really been able to do for them. So I would love for Claire is going to share her story tonight. So if you could bring yourself off mute, hon. And hi.
So I've been on the products for about 5 weeks now. Starting to really reap the benefits, which is great. Starting to lose some weight, which was totally unintentional. And it's really helped with my autoimmune conditions as well. My joints have stopped hurting as much, and I've got a little bit more energy, and I'm sleeping a little bit better. So yeah, it's great.
Nice. That's awesome. Actually, that's something I forgot to mention too, is that sleep patterns. Wow. Like so many people since I've started have really noticed like sleeping through the nights and not having those broken sleeps anymore.
It's good quality sleep, which is what everyone needs. And it's so hard to get with like everything that's going on. It's just awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks so much for sharing, hon. Heidi, are you there?
Am I there?
Hey.
Hi.
I'd love for you to share your amazing Omega story that we heard a little while ago.
Okay, so I've been in the business and on the products for 15, 16 months. I got great results with the children. We've had a sick-free winter. Both kids have had eczema and that's cleared up, so winning there. got some good personal results. My skin has cleared up, heaps more energy to run after these 2 children of mine. The best part of my story is, unfortunately, a few months back, I ruptured my ACL playing netball, and I had to have a reconstruction surgery. Leading up to this, I decided to double the dose of my Omega blend and start taking 4 caps a day. Basically, the results I've gotten, my surgeon and physio were blown away. I was off my medication by day 3, day 4. I was walking unassisted by day 5. My bend in my knee is like at about 130% now, or 130 degrees now, and I'm back in the gym doing everything as normal, and I'm only 6 weeks post-op. So I really feel that fueling the body with this good nutrition has really helped with my recovery post my surgery.
Wow. I can't believe, so it's only been 6 weeks
Yeah.
since your surgery. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, back in the gym doing everything except for running, squats, leg press, everything. So
wow, that's amazing.
Full circles on the bike. I've had really good recovery.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks heaps for sharing, hun.
That's okay.
We've got a couple of people launching their businesses tonight, which I'm really excited about. So I just wanted to hear from you guys. We might start with Jim, maybe, if you're there. I'd love to hear. So what attracted you to the Juice Plus company and kind of what you're excited about for the future?
Hi, everyone. What attracted me? I suppose owning my own PT studio, so we were looking for a supplement range and nutrition range to value add to our business. We looked at a few different options that were out there. We had the Herbalife and Isogenics and a few others. Excuse the kids in the background. I just wasn't into that type of stuff. I didn't like what it offered. There's a lot of negative stuff about it. I was looking for more of a nutritional range. And then Abby, one of my clients, Abby Lee, who's part of this group, she got hold of it and started telling me a bit about it. Again, I was very skeptical about it at first. I didn't think it was going to do much at all. I was a bit negative, I suppose. But I was interested to see how her journey went, especially with young Cooper, with his eczema, a few other issues. Then I had another client whose husband he's a big lad. He was over 200 kilos. He had major surgery where his intestines was removed, cut out and shortened. And when he got out of the surgery, he was in an ICU and in a very critical condition. And he had a team of doctors, surgeons, plastic surgeons, dietitians, all the rest, obviously because he couldn't eat. They made 3 recommendations to him. And one of those 3 recommendations was Juice Plus. And that just went, wow, that's amazing. So I spoke with a friend of mine who's up in the Gold Coast. She's done a master's as a dietitian. I spoke to her. I said, listen, have you heard of this product called Juice Plus? And she goes, yeah, I really have. I'm excited. Can you tell me more? And pretty much she said, look, nothing's going to replace the nutritional value of your fruit and veg, but who can have 32 different fruits and veggies in a day? It's a perfect gap filler. And being myself as a shift worker, like I work 5 different jobs. I never get, some days at work, I'd start at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'll go right through to 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, not having a chance to even have a feed. So, it's starving the body, and as we know, that's really bad for your system. So I thought, well, it's amazing. So I got on board. I got excited about the product. I knew, like most of my clients are always asking me, what can you have, Jim? What can you recommend? So meal planning, preparation, all the rest of it. So I did really well because I had already had the client base there, and my wife, Belinda, who's a beauty therapist, has also got the clients here as well. So they sort of come to us looking for advice. So we got them involved in that. And it was, as you see, this month was just crazy.
Just a little bit crazy. I think you've got like a top customer. I think you even beat a record with how many customers you got this month. So that's awesome.
Yeah, Coralie threw the gauntlet down at my foot. So come on, Jim, you can do 30. I did 30. So right, game on.
You beat her.
So,
that's awesome.
And look, it is, as you know, guys, it's a lot of hard work. It is an online business. I'm lucky I've taken some long service leave from my full-time job at the minute, so I've had a chance to really focus on this, and I have done that. I've busted my chops, been on the computer pretty much daily, but you know, the hard work puts out the effort, doesn't it? Speaks for itself, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
pays off in the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, and look, and now, and just part of that last, just to beat Coralie, I said, right, I need a couple more orders, so I've ordered my own, so mine's coming in the mail as well, so I can't wait to get on it myself.
Yeah, awesome, cool. Thanks for sharing, Jim.
Welcome.
Hey, Ash.
Hi.
Hi.
So
I'm
Thanks,
excited.
so I actually joined last Tuesday, Thursday, maybe, I don't know, as a franchisee. And how I actually got started was through the gorgeous Jessica. I continually saw her posting all these amazing things and about, you know, how higher quality of life that she's having, and, you know, all these amazing experiences, and how she's been able to make additional income come in from being at home and raising her 2 daughters. And obviously I don't have any kids or anything like that, but I'd recently just gone through quite a dramatic career change, went from full-time work in a pretty intense background, and then went across into some part-time work, which at the moment is full-time, but we'll be leading back into part-time. So, you know, obviously around that pay packet, I was kind of thinking, oh crap, we don't want this to all fall on my partner. So that was when I started looking and going, okay, well, what else can I do? There's only so many hours in the day, and if I'm going to be part-time, I need to do something that, you know, I'm going to be making money while I'm sleeping. That's always been a big dream for me, is that I can be making money while I'm sleeping. And that's essentially by putting in the hard yards first off through an online business, and then letting that repeat business kind of replicate itself. But then what kind of drove me into the Juice Plus side of it was, once I was kind of exposed to it, the more I started looking into it, when I was first told about it, I was like, yeah, it looks a little bit, how you going? But yeah, the more that I researched into it, the more I was like, hang on, I can actually, this is probably something I can get behind. For anyone who knows me, I've never been a historically healthy person. You know, as a child, I was always very adamant, I'm not eating vegetables. I do not like the taste, the whole 9 yards. And my mum can attest to that. We had many a battle sitting at the table where I just wouldn't touch them. And it was always this all-out war of who would win. But that's something that, you know, as I'm getting older, I'm getting more conscious of it as well, and going, look, Ash, you're a big girl now, you're 23, and you should probably start eating something that's good for your body. So I signed up. I got the premium, so I ended up getting the fruits, vegetables, and the berries. And I also got the shakes, and I got them on Friday. And even just in the first, 4 or 5 days now, I've already noticed, one was my sleep is so much better. I feel so much more refreshed. And every morning before work, I'd make myself a nice coffee, and now I'm actually making myself a nice smoothie, which is with the complete shakes, and I'm putting in bananas, and I'm throwing in strawberries, and, you know, and I'm already seeing these changes where I'm wanting to eat healthier, and I'm wanting to drink more water. And, you know, that's one thing that I'm just kind of going to be really, really proud of myself for it. You know, and I'm actually going to be treating my body the way I probably should have been a long time ago, but hey, it's never too late to start.
We all have to start somewhere, right?
Exactly. So, yeah, and that's something that, you know, I've had a little bit of self-consciousness, and, you know, not the petite, I'm very thick, I suppose is one of the good words for it. You know, I guess Kim Kardashian's made it famous, but that's okay. But it's something that I've always kind of been very conscious of, and it's something that I've always wanted to work on. And as much as I can't run, and anyone who sees me run just laughs because I just cannot run at all. But it's something that I can consciously make better decisions and go, you know what, I'm going to, instead of eating this, I'm going to go and have a shake, or, you know, I'm going to go and have a piece of fruit or something like that. So yeah, it's just that's just one thing. And then obviously the business side of it is then the bonus. So that then that monetary side of it is it just makes it all that more exciting. But definitely, even talking to my partner, who he's always gone out and bought meal plans, and he was on the man shakes and all those fun things. I can be like, look at this. It's something that's so different, and it's not chemical. There's no chemicals in it. It's not just over exasperated. It's something that's actually genuinely good for you, and the community itself, just being a part of the Facebook groups, and you already feel like you're already 10 miles in front of them when you started.
Oh, awesome. Thanks so much. Thanks for sharing. You did amazing. And I think we've actually got Amanda, who has been in the business for a little while, but she is actually relaunching her business tonight. So did you want to bring yourself off mute, Han? So I'd love to know sort of what first attracted you to the Juice Plus company, and also like what you're excited about for your future.
Okay, guess being a stay-at-home mum, I needed that feeling of having independence again, and being able to contribute in some way, and knowing that I can do that now and still be home with my kids, and be home when the husband gets home from 70-hour-a-week shifts every day. Like, he works 13 hours a day, so it's 70 hours a week. But I guess being home for him and the kids and not missing out on any important like milestones and things like that, not working long hours. I guess I just love the idea of doing my own business and being my own boss, really. So
that's awesome. Same with me, like working full time. I I'm it's cool to have like your own little side gig that you have total control over. I love that. Thanks for sharing, hun.
It is hard with 4 kids though.
Yeah, I bet. Little terrors.
They are.
Thanks for sharing. Okay, so we're going to switch gears up a tiny little bit now and head into the business side. So Jess and I and Heidi are going to go over just a couple of different ways that our business model is different to your traditional 9-to-5 gig. So I would love for Jess to bring yourself off mute and go over that first stage with us. Would be awesome. Thank you.
Hey, I feel a little bit emotional. Everyone's stories are just like messing me up tonight. Oh, you're all so beautiful. Okay, anyway, so I'm Jess. I'm a stay-at-home mum to 2 little girls. So I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Before I had my 3-year-old, I worked 10 hours a day as a line manager for Kmart. And yeah, obviously after having her, you get to that point where your maternity leave is up and you have to find an income. So I wasn't going to leave my daughter for 10 hours a day. So job well go. It was kind of hard to do that as well. Like obviously I loved being a mum and that was my new path, but it was hard to do that because having my job role, I felt so independent. So by letting that job role go, I then lost my independence in that way, because then I was reliant on my partner Jason, so my new husband Jason. And so we looked at what I could do, and basically I started to work 5 nights a week. He would work 10-hour days, high-five me at the door, and I would go to work, so we didn't see each other. So the time that we've been together, I feel like that was definitely a downfall for our relationship. And and then we did that up until we had our second daughter, and then when it came to that time again where I would have to return to work, looked at our options and it come down to the same thing. It was even worse this time because we actually bought a house this time last year, so our budget was even tighter. yeah, so it was, you know, go back and do even more hours or find something new. And I have a beautiful friend, Haley, who I went to school with, and I saw all of her epic, like, you know, success that she was having. And so she introduced me to this journey, and she's helped me grow. And yeah, so since then, like, life's pretty different for us now. So I help us make budget. I've gained that independence back as a person. And I'm obviously a present mother, so I do work 2 nights casually just because I want to get out of the house, but otherwise I'm a mum and I get to be present for my children. But yeah, like, so I've gained that independence, I'm owning my own life, and yeah, I'm growing, like, you know, I'm growing as a person, which is really, really cool. We've just got married, we're renovating our house at the moment, and all of these things that are happening, I feel good because I'm helping, like, contribute to that, which is really cool. So yeah, I want to chat about just one of the misconceptions in the business. So the difference that I found between this business compared to, I'm going to use Kmart as an example since that's my background, but I'll show you a bit of what their business structure is like. So it looks a bit like this. Down here you have all of your casual, part-time and full-time team members, and above that all of your line managers, which is what I did. Above that you have your store managers, your regional managers, state managers, and then in between that there's heaps of different roles. So there's like compliance, there's all your safety manager roles, and they go right up, and then you've got the CEO of Kmart. Obviously, when you look at this business structure, a lot of the people that are down here, like, I know personally from working with them, the majority of them are people who have worked in those job roles forever, and they end up really unhappy because they don't do anything else in their life, like they stay stuck basically. And as you go higher up the chain, there's less roles available. And obviously, like, being the CEO of Kmart, only one single person can have that job role. Yeah, and like along the way, it's hard work. Like, it's hard days, like 10-hour days, even more than that. The bonuses, like, you know, they're not like, it's hard work to get them. Like, they have them, but it's hard work to get them. Yeah, and yeah, you're just spending your life on someone else's dreams basically. Whereas I found with our structure, there is no set one, and we all start off down here, but the difference is we all have this opportunity to reach the top, which is NMD. So, you know, there's not just one person that can get up there. Every single one of us have the opportunity to grow up to that if we choose to. You know, you can stay down here and you can choose your hours, you can choose your time, you can choose what you want to do with it. Yeah, and, you know, there's no overheads. You're not holding stock or anything like that. It's basically all your choice, and it's a really epic personal journey along the way. That's all.
Like spotlighting videos and everything, because it's the first time I've had to present, products, host, and do everything at the same time. So something that I wanted to go over with you guys is something that I struggled to get my head around at the start. Is I felt like I had to know lots of people in this business to give it a really good go. Like, I felt like I had to have a big following on Instagram or have lots of Facebook friends to actually be able to make this work. So I just want to show you visually how that is really different, and how I've noticed over the 2 years how that is definitely not the case. So I came into the business, about 2 years ago. About maybe a month or so in, I shared the business with 2 of my close friends, so Coralie and Crystal. We're going to hear Coralie's business story up next. But I think really just by introducing the business to 2 people at the start, my business has really been able to grow quickly, organically underneath me. And, you know, at the beginning, I only knew these two people. But now over time, obviously, as my business has grown really quickly, I've been able to build relationships with everybody in my team. But originally, I only knew two people. So I think it's a really good visual to see that, you know, before we start this business, thinking that we have to know lots of people, it's actually definitely not the case. And I am living proof of that, that's for sure. I would love to hear maybe just one more business story though before we head over to Heidi and quickly kind of finish up the event and go over the ways that we get paid. But I'd love for maybe Coralie, if you're there.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'll spotlight you. Give me half an hour. Nah, just joking.
Hi everyone, I'm Coralie, a mum of two. I joined about 15 months ago. I was really just struggling, a stay-at-home mum of a complex little girl who needed a lot of medical treatment. So I'm from rural Broken Hill, so I was flying and going to Adelaide every 6 weeks with she's had about 30 surgeries now. So yeah, I was looking for a way to make an income without having to go to work and have someone look after her and my two kids. So it was so important to sort of, yeah, find something. And I was skeptical. I thought, oh, you know, people don't make money online, but I thought, you know, Miranda contacted me and I'm like, all right, I'll give it a go. And like in the first 3 weeks I made $980. Like yeah, it's been a year, probably 15 months. I've made over $35,000 now just from this at home with my kids. So we've been able to travel. I've met all the girls, went to Perth. Yeah, it's been an amazing journey, and I won't do anything else. I'll never go back to nursing. I was a nurse. So yeah, I'm really excited about the future because that 35,000, I'm gonna triple that. So yeah, just excited to, yeah, and yeah, love my team and just the journey of who I'm becoming, and yeah, who I get to meet and spend time with.
That's so awesome. I feel so lucky to have you in my life and to have met you. And we did have lots of fun in Perth.
Oh, we did.
A little bit too much fun, but that's what it's all about as well. Bring on Melbourne.
Jess, I can see Jess smiling there.
Love it. So we're going to finish off our event. One of my favourite ways, Heidi's going to go over the ways that we get paid in this business. So take it away.
I'm there, I'm off mute, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a wife and a mum of two. Basically, I joined the business for two reasons. I got really good results and felt the need to share it with everyone, my friends and my family. And I also was kind of stuck in a rut, and I guess I needed something a little extra. I didn't want to have to host parties and try and fit that into my schedule. I wanted to do something that I could just do when I had spare time, and this business is perfect for us mums that need to do something in our spare time. So I get to talk about tonight the best part about the ways we get paid. There's 3 different ways we get paid in this business. The first is our retail. So it doesn't cost very much to buy the business, $165, and you own your own franchise. And with us helping to recommend this to other people and get other people to get healthy, we earn a retail profit. Head office takes care of all of this. We don't have to have any stock held. We don't have to host parties like I mentioned before. The next part is commissions. Basically, as our business grows and our team grows, we get to earn a little bit of extra income, and we earn commission on what our team does, and we get paid to sleep basically. And the last one, which is the best one, and I pre-drew this up, is our bonuses. So with this business, we can get paid as little as $100 bonus right up to a $3,000 bonus. So by doing this, there's heaps of other hidden bonuses along the way: qualifying your business, unlocking the beach money, teachers bonuses, and pretty much have I covered it all, Miranda?
Yeah, thanks, hon.
Yeah.
Yeah, bonuses is definitely my favorite way to get paid. I remember my bonuses used to be all like paying bills, but now, since I've been in the business for a little while, I can actually treat myself, and bonus money is a little bit of fun money now, which is nice. So that's pretty much it from us tonight, guys. Definitely reach out to the person that invited you here if you have any extra questions or anything like that. We're more than open to sharing heaps of info with you. So yeah, I hope everyone has an awesome night, and I will see all of you next week.